If you're a kid,
I'm a kid.
and you love sports,
I love sports.
then don't move because it's time for kids sports.
I love kid sports.
Hi, and welcome to Kids Sports.
And if you want to know everything there is about sports, this is where you want to be.
Like how to buy the right stuff.
Some of the weird science behind your favorite sports.
We're even going to check out a few games that you've never even heard of.
We'll meet real sports stars.
And don't forget Pep Talk with Coach Pep. Wow, and to start things off, do you think you're good at what you do? Well, there's always room for improvement, right?
Right, watch this.
Is not. Is two. No way. Yes way. Look, all I know is that Indira from Kids Sports told me that there's some people here who could help improve my game. She didn't say anything about meeting any New York Knicks. Not just any New York Knicks, Charlie Ward, the star point guard for the Knicks. No way. Yes way. You'll see, gotta go. Charlie Ward, yeah, right. Point guard for the New York Knicks. Heisman Trophy winner.
And don't forget that national championship at Florida State,
How do you know so much?
where Charlie taught me all that I know.
Like what?
Oh, just a little dribbling. And
Hey, wait a sec. The only person who could move like that is...
gotcha.
Hey, can you give me a lesson?
Sure, what would you like to know?
Dribbling, shooting, passing, there's so much I need to know.
Sure, I think I can help you out. The point guard can tell you what you need to learn. You need to be a floor leader, the general, run your team, lead his team to victory, make good decisions, and he also can pass, dribble, and shoot. You're capable of doing that. To start with, we're going to start off with dribbling, okay? When you're dribbling, if you want to move, you want to control the ball with your hands, with your fingertips. Never let your palm touch the ball. If you use your palms, you won't have any control, okay? Let's try that.
You mean like this
Use your fingertips,
and not like this?
not right. That's a good job.
What do you do when you want to cross the floor with the
When you
ball?
want to cross the floor, do the same thing. You move with your fingertips, and if you want to run, you do the same thing with your fingertips, okay? Want to try it?
Okay, like this?
That's good, that's right. Good job. Shooting is an art, something that you have to practice all the time. You always want to keep your hand, your fingertips on the ball, and have proper spacing from your fingertips to the ball. So,
Like how much space?
well, just enough space where it's comfortable. You know, whatever
Okay.
it is, where it feels comfortable in your hand. And you want to bend your elbow, bring it in, and you want to bend your knees. And when you get ready to shoot, you want to follow through.
Wow!
Let's try that. Just move in a little bit. That's good. Good dribbling. Hold on. Let me see your spacing. Got your spacing in between?
Yeah.
Okay. Got a little spacing in there. All right, good shot. All point guards need to learn how to pass, not shoot all the time. You always want to put the ball on time, on target. On time, on target means you don't want to throw it at the player's feet. You want to throw it to where he can catch it and shoot it, okay? And one of the most effective passes that we have is a chest pass, okay? You want to step towards your target, have both feet on the ground, step towards your target. Let's try that. There you go, okay? You want to step towards your target, have both feet on the ground, step towards your target. Let's try that. There you go. Now the bounce pass, you want to step towards your target again and bounce it to where the the person can catch it and shoot it. There you go, good job. Now the overhead pass, step towards the target. Great job. How did you like your lesson today?
It was great. You really helped me. Thanks, Mr. Ward.
Well, you're welcome.
Kids Sports is looking for good sports to be on our TV show. Tell us what makes a person a good sport and why you fit that description.
You know sports isn't all fun and games.
Come on, that didn't make sense.
Oh, sure it does. Science is a big part in any sport.
Science is in school, homework, tests. Hey, I'm out of here.
Hey, come back. Well, at least you had the sense to stick around. Believe me, you won't be sorry. Watch.
Hey, Josh, do you think it's possible to defy gravity?
Wow, Mr. Z, how are you doing that?
It's just a simple magic trick. You see, Josh, things aren't always what they seem to be. For instance, did you ever see a basketball player like Michael Jordan hang in the air so long that it looks like he's flying?
Sure, Mr. Z, but those guys aren't like normal humans. They do defy gravity.
Well, Josh, even the greatest athletes in the world can't turn off gravity, and that means that even if it seems like they're floating in the air, they really can't be. You know, let me do a little test with you to see how high you can jump straight up. Come on back here. Now, I want you to make a mark on the board. Just stretch your arm out. Now, jump straight up and make another mark. Okay, good. Hey, that's not bad, Josh. You jumped about 7 inches. You know, the average athlete can only jump about 1.5 feet that way, and the highest that anybody's ever done is 4 feet.
Wait a minute, Mr. Z. In the Olympics, I thought I saw some guys jump way over 7 feet.
What you're talking about is a high jump, and that's a lot different from what you just did because high jumpers go over the bar horizontally. If a high jumper had to jump straight up and over the bar, they wouldn't even come close to clearing 7 feet. No, Josh, about 4 feet is the limit for a vertical jump, no matter how you do it. And what that means is that nobody can hang in the air for more than about 1 second. To hang in the air for just 2 seconds, you'd have to jump straight up about 16 feet, and that's just impossible. That would be like jumping from the ground into a window on the 2nd floor of your house. Now, Josh, I want you to think about something. When you jumped, did you stop at any time?
Only when I hit the floor, Mr. Z.
Well, think again. For the first half of the jump, you were moving up. For the second half of the jump, you were moving back down. Now, the only way to change your direction from straight up to straight down is if you stop at the very top. But it's just for an instant. And here's the key. Right before and right after that peak, you're moving very, very slowly, hardly at all. Now, if you're also moving very fast sideways, like if you jump from a run and start, it'll look like you're floating in the air because while you're hardly moving at all in the vertical direction, you're going to move real far horizontally, so it can look like you're flying.
Like Superman.
You know, Josh, in the original comics, Superman didn't fly at all. He just jumped really far and fast, so it looked like he was flying. It was just supposed to be an optical illusion.
Like Michael Jordan.
You've got it, Josh.
Why are they called the New York Knickerbockers and what is the Knick?
The New York Knicks are named after the first Dutch settlers here in New York, the Knickerbockers.
Why are there backboards behind the basket in basketball?
About 100 years ago, the baskets were mounted to the balcony, and the fans used to come over and touch the ball. So therefore, they made backboards to keep the fans from interfering during the game.
Kids Sports will be right back.
Hi, my name is Maya. I'm 9 years old and I love to play basketball.
Hi, my name is Tony, and I love to play basketball.
I started playing basketball when I was 7 years old. I usually play with my older brother, Alonzo.
I am 14 years old and I play basketball on the at Christian Academy.
At first, I had a hard time making a basket, but now I play better.
Basketball became my favorite sport because it's fun, challenging, and exciting.
About 3 months ago, I went to the mall with my family and I saw a challenge of who can make the most shots. And I got 4 out of 5 shots. I was so happy. I beat both my brother and my dad that night.
Basketball is a competitive sport. It's a sport you play with your mind and heart. It requires skills, timing, and physical strength.
My dad wants me to continue to play basketball. But if I do, I need to practice dribbling and shooting.
At school, we often argue about who's the best player, who's the rookie of the year, and who should get MVP.
I love when I put the ball into the net. It is such an exciting feeling.
Next year, I will play hard and try and win one of those awards.
Now here's a message from the National Council of Youth Sports.
These are parents. Look familiar? Well, they may not look exactly like yours, but I think some of you will be able to recognize them in just a minute. I'm an official for organized sports, and I know that organized sports are great for you kids. And it's enjoyable for parents too, when they watch you learn and have fun. But sometimes, whether they know it or not, parents have a way of taking all the fun out of it.
What's the matter with you? Can't you catch?
Did you see what that ref did? Why don't you get some glasses?
I don't care what your coach says. Don't pass that ball.
See anybody you know yet? Well, maybe you'll see someone you recognize from this group.
I can't believe you lost. You're not trying hard enough.
Hey, Coach, when you going to put my kid in?
Hey, Coach, what do we need to get my grandmother out here? She can do a better job.
Come on, get up. You can't be that hurt. Get back in the game.
Well, the problem is whether they mean it or not. Parents have a way of losing their cool sometimes. What you can do is give them a little friendly advice and let them know how you really feel.
You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Come on, Dad. This isn't the NBA Finals. It's supposed to be fun.
I know we lost, but we made some good plays, and we had a good time anyway.
And what's the big deal anyway? It's only a game. I've never played this position before, but I'm trying my hardest. Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. I just want to have fun.
It's all about having fun.
That's the most important thing. Kid sports are supposed to be fun. And I think most parents know that deep down inside. Sometimes they just need a little reminding, and you can do it.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's got the coolest sports gear of all? It's not how you look that helps you play. You need what's right. I'll show you the way. Helmets, gloves, balls, and sneaks. It's next. Let's take a peek.
Wow.
Pretty neat store we have here, huh? So you're looking for a basketball. We have a great selection here that'll suit your needs. First, we have the official Spalding NBA ball. It's a leather-covered ball used by the pros specifically for indoors. Next, we have the Ultimate Indoor Basketball by Spalding. It's a composite leather which gives you touch and feel, great for indoor use. If you're looking for a ball for indoors and outdoors, we have the Spalding NBA Indoor-Outdoor Ball. This is a synthetic leather cover, which gives you the feel of leather, but you can use it indoors as well as outdoors. And if you're looking for a basketball made specifically for kids, you have the Spalding Official Youth Size Basketball. A rubber ball made specifically for smaller hands, gives it a better touch and feel for the kids. But you're not done with just a basketball. Let's take you over to footwear and help you pick out a pair of basketball shoes. Basketball shoes, made differently from running shoes, baseball cleats, soccer cleats. They're made specifically for the game of basketball. You'll find that the bottom has a non-skid, non-marking sole specifically for the courts, indoors or outdoors. And you'll find the cushioning and support that you need for when you're grabbing that rebound and landing on the ground. And lastly, you'll find the wraparound support that you need for your ankle to prevent any type of injury. Take a look at what we have. Let me know if you have any questions. Glad I was able to help you find everything. Come back and see us soon.
Hi, my name is Al. The reason why I'm a good sport is because I listen to what the coach says. And when I get knocked down, I get right back up and try and play hard. It's great to be a good sport on kids' sports.
We'll be right back with more kids' sports.
Kids Sports is looking for good sports to be on our TV show. Tell us what makes a person a good sport and why you fit that description. Send it to this address and we can pick you to give your answer on Kids Sports.
teachers talking all the time about getting kids off the street. Well, way back when, the street wasn't a bad place to play.
The street was the place to play. Check it out.
Hey, psst, yous. Yeah, yous. You sitting there on your butt all day on the internet. I got a new address for you. Ready? It's www.getalife.com. What I'm saying is, you should be out there on the street, man, assimilating all the natural wonders of the real world, man. That's what I'm talking about. Take, for instance, this street light. How's that thing know when to change, huh? And this mailbox. Hello in there! Check out this mailbox. Thing's bolted down. You know what I'm saying? Why is it bolted down? What kind of knucklehead's gonna take a mailbox, huh? And check out this curb. And what are curbs for? No, not to scrape up your pop's hubcaps. Curbs are for playing curveball. Ooh, if you happen to be in the near vicinity or close proximity of a stoop, use a stoop. First, you need 2 teams, one up to bat and one in the field. The team that's up to bat has a batter. The batter throws the ball at the curb as hard as he or she can, so the thing goes flying past the foul line, which is about 10 feet or so. If it happens to be caught by the other team player, or if it doesn't pass the foul line, or if it goes the other way, that's an out. But if it hit it hard enough and the thing goes flying past the 10-foot line and no one catches it, it's a hit. If it bounces once, it's a single. Twice, it's a double. And 3 times, you guessed it, come on, get out of here. But if the thing goes flying across the street and hits the other side with no one catching it, it's a homer! Runs, outs, hits, it's all just like in baseball, so you better learn to keep count. You know, you could have your little brother umpire for you. That's if he can count, you know what I'm saying? So there you have it, curveball. It's life on the street, man, so get out there and enjoy it. Hey, one more question for you. How the heck did it get all that water down there?
Next up, check out this cool new game at a school near you.
I love this game.
I love the whole game.
I love running the bases.
I love to bet. I love everything about this game.
The name of the game is reverse mat ball. You hit the ball with your fist or your palm. You go to third, then to second, then to first. Then you run back to third base, then to second, then to first. When you're ready to go home, you raise your hands and say, I'm going home. Then you go home. You get 6 outs. A way of getting outs are you catch it in the air, force out at first, and to peg the person. Reverse mat ball is very fun. My favorite part of the game is when I hit the ball. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. It's easy for both. You can be any age and it's fun anytime.
Hey kids, what new game do you play in your school or schoolyard? Send us a letter describing or a videotape showing your new game. We might pick it to be on Kids Sports and make your classmates TV stars. Write to Kids Sports, 491 Baltimore Pike, Springfield, PA 19064. Include your grade, school name, and phone number. Next, Kids Sports takes a look at some of the cool stuff that happens outside of the game.
And no kidding, it's some pretty cool stuff.
What I'm going to do is show you how we make the Major League Baseball bat. The wood that we're going to make this bat out of is called Northern White Ash. Now, one of the more important things about the white ash wood is that it has a lot of resiliency. That means it will bend and flex a lot before it breaks. I'm doing the actual cutting with what we call a parting tool. It just has a straight cutting edge on it, and it parts the wood, or it cuts straight down into the wood just like so. Now, at the same time, I'm going to measure with these calipers until we get the right depth. When we shape the bat, I use a tool that looks a little different. It's called a gouge. And you can see it has a curved cutting edge on it for shaping. It's got a wide blade so we can cut fast. When we get through with that, I'll actually sand the bat down, and then the last 2 things I do is shape the barrel and then I finish up right here at the Knob.
And now here's Pep Talk with Coach Pep.
Hey, fellas. Now, today, one thing you need to remember on the playing field or the court is to keep your eyeballs right on the coach. Now, here's a few time-tested hand signals that are there to help the coach help you be the best player you can absolutely be. Now, here's just a few teeny little tiny examples that I learned from some of the masters of the playing field. First one. Hey! Stop picking your nose! You're about to get tackled by a 350-pound lineman! Now, this next one, I see it a lot in the NBA. You got your shoes on the wrong feet! Now, this one. That one there, that's really common in the soccer field. And you yell it out when the guy's like, hey, no, you, stop! You're about to kick the ball in the wrong net! Now, the last one, the fourth one, the most important one. And this one's really important around report card time. This one. That one means that your mom's coming, and she knows that you just got a D in algebra and you didn't study, then she's gonna kick your butt! You got it? Good.
Thomas, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna move until Kid Sports comes on again.
What about lunch?
I'm not moving.
What about dinner?
I'm not moving.
How about a chocolate fudge nut sundae?
I'm still not moving.
I heard somebody over there looking for a goalie.
Wow. Hey, I'm in.
What about the next Kid Sports?
I'll be there.
I'll see you there too. Bye.